A6DD. Just signing off with Kim here on the phone. I was watching a movie, lost track of time here. Let me get the list out, and we'll start up here for everybody who was patient. A6DD. So, QST, A6DD for the Southern California 6 and 10 meter club single side band net. Good evening, everybody. That was Kim on the phone telling me, oh, it's the time, that time. And I had lost, like I say, watching the movie, lost track of everything here. Let's see what Clay has been up to. WA6JRW. Oh, that's unusual. Let's see if... Oh, everything looks all right. Let me see if the talkback is on. I'm going to turn it on over here. I don't know if the lights are on. Let me go see. Just a second. Hello. There we go. Talkback is working. So something's working. So thank you there, Don. All right, we'll give it another try and start down the list. WA6, JRW, Clay, San Bernardino. Stephen, AC6DX. George, WT6U. Oh, real good, George. Good hearing you out there. Have you talked to Paul any time recently? Okay, George, very good on the train set there for that he's building on. That's great to know. Gary, WA7BIP.
That WA7BIP and Roy. Yeah, hi, Will. Was on 28.385 at the point in time that I didn't hear anybody there, so I thought maybe I had my clock off in the stack. But nope, I guess not. Yeah, I missed the AM net this morning. I had to fly the airplane for this, so that was what I was doing at the time of the net. And so nothing else to report. I didn't know of any band openings or anything. Haven't done much of anything. Got surgery scheduled for Wednesday this week, so I have one hand out of commission for a while. So college is not 6 TVs at the VIP.
Oh, okay, Gary. Yeah, I wasn't on 28.385. Here again, I was watching the movie and was deep into that, and then when time went by. So Stephen probably wasn't there if you didn't hear anything, or maybe he put out a call a couple of times. And then he doesn't stay around very long if he doesn't hear somebody. All righty, well, thank you for checking in here. Everything else going good?
Yeah, so far. Kind of starting to do a little bit of downsizing here. But, still got a lot of projects I'm going to keep on the books. Got to finish all these up first. You know what I mean there. A6TV, WA7VIP.
Okay, I still got to get this national receiver to you sometime.
Yeah, that's, I could take, make one good-looking radio out of that, so that's what I'm hoping to do, and then, the bones I'll take out from the swap meet and give away.
Okay, yeah, it needs some TLC, and I've just got too many things and too many problems to ever get around to working on it, so we'll hope to get it to you sometime. So maybe, I got to get reminded before the swap meet happens to try to bring it out there to you, make sure you're there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I haven't been making every one of them. I'm not sure I'm going to make one this week either. I'll be one-handed, and I'm not sure I can get the table and all the stuff loaded up in the floor. So, but I don't know. I don't know yet. I'll find out probably on Thursday what I'll be able to do. They'll tell me, I'm sure, and I'll try to see what I can do Thursday. Probably realize that swapping may not be in the cards, but yeah, try to get a hold of me before you go or before you bring that. That's for sure. I'm trying to think of somebody you could leave it with that's go over and pick it up a little closer. But let me think about that one there, Will.
Okay, very good, Gary. Let's say hi to Kim. She's listening. And I think relaying us on the web out there, K6YYL being courtesy checked in. Let's see if Bob is with us this evening, KG6TRR. And I think Tom has gone on his big vacation to be gone for about a month, but let's double check. Tom, AJ6TT. Let's go to Dale, KN6SHI. Well, it's unusual to miss Dale. He's usually he's become a regular. Good evening, Jim, N6OVA. How's it going, Dave? KB6JUI. Okay, Dave, got a good signal this evening. Thanks for checking in. Dana, N7UFT. Chris, KF6LEX.
Well, hi there, Will and Bruce. Will, I recently changed cars, and I'm getting ready to do the first oil change there. And this car takes 7 quarts. Every car I've ever owned in my life takes 5. This takes 7, and it wants some fancy synthetic oil, so it needs more oil and more expensive oil. And, by the time I bought the oil and the filter, it was $100. Not to mention my time, my labor to get it done there. That's brutal. But the good news is I've got a perfectly resonant 6-meter antenna on the car, so I guess it's a wash there. KF6LEX.
Oh, my goodness. Is this a V8 or something?
No, it's a V6 there. I forgot how big, like 3.5-liter V6. It runs like stink. It's got plenty of power and all, but my goodness there, that's a lot of expensive oil. I used to think you go like these Jiffy Lube places, parts labor the whole thing like $40. Just the parts, there's $100 for this thing. So every 5,000 miles, I'm going to have to bite that bullet. KF6LEX.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, recently I had, what was it, in my van. I do now have an electric car. I don't know if you knew that, Chris. I bought it's 6 months ago, maybe a little longer than that, 9 months ago. I bought a Leaf Nissan Leaf. It was a 2023 model, and has 150-mile range. So I don't really drive it that much. It's sort of my second car that's there for emergencies, or eventually when my gas thing gives up the ghost, which is my old Dodge van. So I still drive in the Dodge van around all over the place. We've had it I've had everything fixed in it that's possible. I don't know, it probably has 300,000 miles in it, but everything has been rebuilt multiple times over. So what can I say? But yeah, I went into a Jiffy Lube because I needed the what was it? I'm trying to think of what it was. Oh, I needed the air filter changed. Okay, because I live on a dirt street here, so all I needed was the air filter. And I got there, and the guy said, "I asked how much," and they said, "Well, $25." Well, okay, because it's a little complicated to take apart and put together, and I can't see that well anymore to do stuff of that nature. But I go inside, and I got to sit in line and wait. And I see these people coming in there and pay, and registering everything up and paying their bills, and they were all running $150. All of them were $150 or so. Some were more. Some were over $200. Go ahead.
Well, amazingly, so far I've done all my own work on all my own cars, going back forever, except something's like a recall or something. But there's oil change and the brakes and the routine maintenance we have to do. I'm still able to do. It's not that I'm cheap. It's just it's pride and ownership and a good chance to inspect everything else, while you're crawling around underwear and just to get into it and know the vehicle. But I am as flexible as I used to be, and this car's pretty low to the ground there, so I'm going to be squirming underneath this thing there to change the oil there. But we'll get it done sometime this week. 7-3, thanks, Will. This is KF6LEX.
Okay, Chris. Well, let me tell you the rest of the story. No, I don't know cars. I really don't know cars. That's a whole area. I mean, I generally understand the physics, but, the difference in understanding the physics and knowing being competent doing something. Anyway, I got the thing home, and I went and looked, and there was a hose that they didn't reattach. Half of it was dangling out in the air. So I had to drive all the way back down there to get them to reattach this hose that they didn't do in the first place. So anyway, no comments needed on that. Let's go to Gabe. Hey, sorry I kept you waiting, Gabe. KO6N AA650D.
Sorry, no problem there, Will. That was pretty interesting with Chris had to say about the car and 7 quarts of oil. Gosh, you would think with 7 quarts it would be a 10,000-mile oil change instead of a 5, but who knows? But I don't have anything much to report. I haven't got on HF or 6 meters this past week. But I also have a 6-meter antenna in my car. I think I talked to you once. It's just a quarter wave, 2.15 dB gain. So I'll be listening for you, Chris. That's all I can tell you. Not that I drive my car that much either, like Will does. All right, back to the control. KO6N in downtown Cypress.
Okay, Gabe there in Cypress. Jenna, WW0MAN. Okay, Jenna's not there, but that doesn't surprise me yet. She's a busy lady, and they're still trying to get her father settled in. So with that, do we have any late, missed, or visitor check-ins? Call signs, please. Hearing none, we'd like to say everybody have a good week. And we're still here in the middle of July, so Spranicki is still very feasible. But once August shows up, it'll turn into meteors for the 2 weeks. And then we go into the doldrums, and there won't be much for many months, till November actually. So there is possibilities of some always weird solar blast doing something unusual. With that, we'll say good night, 73s everybody. Q is flying back to 50.300, squelching it up, and going back to my movie. AA6DD is clearing the Southern California 6 and 10 meter club single sideband net.